Welcome back to the channel. Today the road takes us to Whittier, California, to the Whittier Historical Museum, where we are at the grand opening of the Society of American Magicians Hall of Fame exhibit. It's here through November. Today is the grand opening. We have a magic show, some close-up magic today, and I'm very excited about it. I actually, when I was a kid, took magic classes. Had a blast, loved that. So I'm very excited. So thanks for coming. Again, if you're here, subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and let's go see some magic.
Oh, hello. My name is Nicholas Edmeyer. I'm the curator here for the Whittier Museum, and the museum was founded back in the early 80s, and its whole purpose has been to preserve the history of Whittier and the surrounding area. And the special exhibit we have now is our magic exhibit, which we are now calling Abracadabra. An exhibit will be up for a year, up until the end of this coming December, and it will showcase the various histories of magicians, illusions, and all kinds of things that have been in America as far as entertainment goes for magic. If you want to find more information about the museum, please visit our website at whittiermuseum.org, or feel free to follow us on social media on either on Facebook or Instagram. Just search for Whittier Museum.
So, Society of American Magicians is an organization that's based across the United States. We are one of the many magic organizations across the country. We specifically have a Hall of Fame that is set up and dedicated to the history of magic over the past, let's say, almost nearing 200 years. We have materials and artifacts that have been gifted to us from magicians from over many decades. We are talking about magicians who have been performing for some of the most notable names. The Society of American Magicians began primarily to organize in New York City performers and be able to disseminate their craft throughout the entire country. That's grown into other factions. Here in Southern California area, we have what's known as the SAM 22, Society of American Magicians, Chapter 22. SAM 22 is an organization located in San Gabriel Valley, and a number of them belong to the Society of American Magicians Hall of Fame Executive Board. That Executive Board decides what goes up here, as well as who gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. Some more notable names that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame include David Copperfield, Ricky Jay, Lance Burton, as well as performers who you might be seeing here today or throughout the entire year.
How long will the exhibit be here?
The exhibit will be here until late November of 2024.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
We, again, any feedback, any visitors, we ask that you just let them know here at the museum. We are going to be having shows throughout the entire year. We will be having seances, dedicated performers, lecturers, discussions. We'll be having visitors from all across the world come and see us. We will be having shows done by more than just one performer. We have two locations. We have this main stage location, and we have the up-close gallery. We also have what's called close-up magic, which is when people come up.
I love that.
People come up and have a talk with you.
One more question, two more.
Sure.
What was the first trick you learned?
First trick I learned was the rules. Okay? There's only two rules to being a magician. One, never give away your secrets. And two. So we'll see you all here at the Society of American Magicians, a Hall of Fame exhibit here in Whittier, California. So
Thank you very much.
Denver, they could cross. It was a long way to go. Usually went to San Francisco. But if you came from New Orleans, you would start and you would stop in, someplace like Houston.
These are Houdini's actual chains and keys.
And then from El Paso, you go Houdini's right here.
Houdini's spirit wrapping hand.
Before you got to actually make it to Hollywood, would be either Pomona and Whittier.
Cobblestone to Houdini home. Houdini's handcuffs.
To show if you had to set wanted to preview, you stop in this part of town. So, and you stop in this part of town because the next stop after this, was Hollywood. So you had to be on your game, and so that was the big thing about it.
It's a good way to introduce Hollywood, and Hollywood introduced you.
Exactly. So what would happen is oftentimes you get people who would stop by, and they come by and say, well, down here on the corner of Hadley and Peter Boulevard, where there's a wall right now, used to be the Whittier Theater. The Whittier Theater was built at a time when it was set for marionettes, vaudeville,
we'll start up here with something that's a little easier and visual to see. I know Jacob might have shown you some stuff with coins here. I don't know if we did the 2-coin trick. Did you guys see that one? So I used Chinese coins. I have a black coin and a red coin. And it's a real easy game. All I'm going to do is, so what's your name?
Emma.
What is it?
Emma.
Emma. Okay, so you're going to keep your eye on the coins. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you one of the coins. I'll let you see it, take it out of my hand, and I'm going to put it in my pocket. And then I'm going to ask which one is left in my hand, either the black or the red coin, okay? So now you know what to look for. We're going to start over. So I have 2 coins, right? So 2 coins in my hand. And then we're watching this one. Now we're really watching good to make sure. So I'm going to let you see them, right? In fact, we'll do it this way. Let's see if I can do it. We'll take one of them out like that. Let you see it. I'll put that down. Now which one should be left, the red or the black? Black, and you're right. But it is a 2-coin trick, so there's 2 coins when I'm working with coins. It's a little crazy, right, how that happens? Now, we'll do it this way so you can see it. 2 coins, clearly take one, put that in the pocket, and now I'll do this. Now I'll ask you, which one should be in the red or the black?
Red.
Red, yeah, you're right. But it's 2-coin tricks. Remember, I have 2 coins, and I'm always working with it. I know you don't see it sliding down the sleeve is what it is, but here, I'll do it this way. I'll reach out, I'll pull one out this way. Let us see it. Put that in the pocket. One last time. What do you think? Red or black? There's another answer if you like.
Black.
Black. Sometimes they say 2 coins or both as well. We call it conditioning. I want them to say it. But actually, at the end of this, there's nothing left. That's the end of the 2-coin trick. So,
What's your name?
Ernest Leva.
And tell me about your background in magic.
So actually I got it in a little bit late. I liked magic as a kid, nothing too serious. I mean, off and on. Got a magic kit, played with it, put it in the garage like everybody else, went back. And not until about my 30s did I really get serious about it. And I saw a trick on YouTube, card trick, and I couldn't figure it out. And that, I saw another kid do it, and he performed it poorly. And I was able to kind of reverse engineer the effect. So I practiced it, actually sat in the mirror and learned the script and everything. And I started showing that at bars. And I got so good at that one trick, people were like, that's great, what else do you have? I'm like, nothing. So
That's all I have.
So I worked on it, and then they kind of got the buy. And they go, well, let's go back to my books. I mean, I had the stuff, and I started really researching, and then it's just, everything just sounded good in magic. So.
And what was the first trick you ever learned?
It's one that I still teach. I've turned it into a bar bet, but it's basically you have someone select a card, they put it in the deck, they cut the deck, and then you tell them by touch you can feel where their card is.
Okay.
And I still use it today. And yeah, if people want to learn it, you can win a lot of beers with it.
And if you said you teach, how would they get a hold of you?
They can find me on my website, so at bighairmagic.com, all one word.
I see why the big hair.
Yeah. Is it on straight? Because
It looks perfect.
Okay, cool. Because I got to make sure.
If not, I'll edit it in post.
It's all good. It's some magic. Well, it's on strings. You gotta find the string and kind of right up there. But Big Hair Magic, also on Instagram at Big Hair Magic. I get message there as well. You can message me, just let me know. Ask. I do in-person teaching. I also do Zoom teaching if that's something as well. So I mean,
the world we live in now.
Yeah. Well, it just depends on what they want to do too.
Yeah.
I mean, what kinds of magic, and if it's something that I'm not proficient in, I can refer you to someone because I do know a lot of other professional magicians that really, we've got a wide range here.
Well, thank you very much.
Where's your wrench?
It's in my case, which is right
It should be on your effect, is it not?
There's a wrench on my effect.
Oh, there you go.
The wrench is right in here.
There should be a wrench on your effect.
There's not a wrench on my effect.
Then put that together wrong. The wrench goes. That's just too.
Where did you put it? I never saw
I
it.
didn't put it anywhere. There was a wrench that came with
On the very top shelf, we have some magic made by Thayer. Floyd Thayer was actually a local Pasadena man, well, Los Angeles man, and he had a big production of magic in Los Angeles, a big shop. And back in the 40s, he and the Larsons switched homes. He lived in Brookledge. They switched homes, and he moved to Pasadena, and they bought his shop, Thayer Magic. Now, he did a lot of turned wood pieces that are really beautiful, as you can see. And then as you come down, we have Merv Taylor. Now, Merv Taylor was actually the magician that made magic and sold it at Disneyland when Disneyland first opened up. So that's some Merv Taylor stuff here. And then we've got Owen Magic, the flowers and the rice base. Owen Magic was in business for over 110 years here in Los Angeles. And they recently just went out of business because people don't want big illusions anymore. Everyone's going small.
This is a wonderful full exhibit.
Yeah.
This is fabulous.
And over here we've got Susie Wandas. Susie Wandas is the first female magician to do sleight of hand and do it without pockets and without wearing pants. She has some of her multiplying thimbles down here. We've got some medals that she won in France and her fanning cards, the Zinab, and her cigarette holder. And we have lots of female magicians throughout the ages. Susie Wandas and her sisters actually started in vaudeville. And they were part of vaudeville. And then as we move over, we have Jerry Larson, and the Larsons, Bill and Milt, are the ones that opened the Magic Castle in Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
Jerry Larson, though, was the first female magician who had a show on television back in the 40s.
Wow.
And she was the first lady of magic. That's what they called her. And this is some of her props. And her props actually here were made by Thayer himself. And then, of course, we have a dress worn by Bess Houdini. Bess Houdini, of course, assisted her husband, Harry Houdini, until his death. And then we move on to Celeste Evans, who did Dove Productions and Sleight of Hand, again, in the 50s and 60s, but without wearing pants and without pockets.
That seems a lot harder, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Yes.
I'm sure you would know because
And then, of course, we have Senor Maldo. and
these
his
are
two
beautiful. I
assistants.
love these.
Aren't they great? We actually found the backdrop. The backdrop had never been up at our old museum. And so we found it and we took the time to steam it carefully and then we put it up because we thought it was so amazing that it needed to be out and be seen by people. And Senor Maldo, of course, was born here in Los Angeles, then moved to Mexico when he was young, then moved back to Los Angeles and did magic all through Los Angeles in the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're
Okay,
welcome.
I have to ask, what was the first trick you ever learned?
It was the Chinese sticks. And you'd have two sticks and you'd have a long string and a short string, and you pull the short string would become long, the long string would become short. And you do that back and forth until you break it and both strings are long. Then you have to fix it and you do the whole thing over again.
Oh, thank you very much. Kim Hallinger was very generous with her time and even offered to have us back to give us a complete tour of the museum. So look forward to that in a future episode.
Okay. You can do it. Okay. Well, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Marty says there's just one piece that goes in between them.
Okay, then that's there. It goes at the top then.
Okay.
Want to try this out? Which one? Your head or your arms? It's for a head. It's for a head, right? Hey, put your head there. It either works or doesn't.
A nice sword for you, sir.
Hey, William.
Grab one card, pick it up, look at it like this, and show everybody, but not me. Don't show me. Just pick one of those cards. I'm gonna put my card there. I don't want to see it. Show everybody, and you look at it too. And when you're done, I want you to put it right here, face down. Perfect. So yours is right here. Mine is right there. So I'm gonna put mine in your deck. Yours in mine. Now, mix them up.
I would make a puppy.
I don't even know where my card is. Now I want you to look through and try to find what you think might be my card, Emma, okay? So go through the cards, try to find what you think might be my card. I think I found what I think is your card. I'm putting it here. I want you to put it right here, okay? So whatever first pops out you think it might be. Put it right here, face down. That one, I think it's probably a good choice. Just put it face down right here so I can't see it. Perfect. So, I put yours here. What was yours out loud for the first time? 3 of diamonds, right? I found her card. Now the amazing thing is, I'm a magician, but the amazing thing is she would be able to find my card. I didn't want her to know that I chose the 8 of diamonds. She knew that I picked the 8 of diamonds. Then she would just find it, set it down right. Did you go to magic school? Well, thank you guys very much for coming out. My name is Jacob Jones. I've been a magician for about 35 years. I started when I was a little kid. I've got little pictures of me when I was about 4 years old in a top hat and a cape as Jacob the Magician. My grandparents had made for me. And so I don't really remember when I started, because it's so long ago now at this point, but it's always been part of my life of learning card tricks and learning little coin tricks and things like that, going around, traveling. I grew up traveling with my parents on a boat, so going to different yacht clubs and different islands and things like that, and picking up, it became a way to meet people and get introduced and do little shows here or there. And then about 10 years ago or so, I started getting really heavily into it and trying to elevate my craft a little bit and to be a little more artistic with it. And so I joined the Society of American Magicians, joined the Academy of Magical Arts, and been doing magic semi-professionally since then.
Do you remember your first trick you learned?
Not necessarily the first one, but I do remember some of the very, very early ones that were just very simple kind of barbet tricks, yes.
Okay, cool. And how can we get hold of you when I see you?
I am on Instagram at JL Jones Magic, and also just with the Society of American Magicians Hall of Fame here at the Whittier Museum.
Cool, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You behave, you'll be 7 or 8 after.
That was great. I had a blast. Great turnout today. Parking lots are full at capacity. Some great magic in there. They've invited me back in the next couple of weeks, and I'll come and do a full tour of the entire exhibit. So you want to see that, again, subscribe and look out for that coming in the next couple of weeks. Again, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time when we see where the road takes us.